Hey guys, it's your favorite Kansas nurse. So over the weekend, I heard a story about a medication error, and this bothers me, and I'm bringing it to you guys because one, had it not been this specific type of medication or treatment or whatever you want to call it, it would get a lot more anger, I guess, in the situation. And two, had it not happened to a child, had it happened to an adult, I feel like that would have a lot more anger in it as well. So over the weekend, I heard a story about a middle schooler, so early teenagers for people who aren't in the US, who was going to the doctor to get his shots for school. And for middle school, you have to get your meningococcal shot. There are two different ones. One has meningococcal B, which the CDC says isn't really indicated for 16 to 23-year-olds because they're not at risk for meningococcal B. And then there's meningococcal conjugate, which has 4 different strains of meningococcal. And so this kid goes in and he's scheduled to get his meningococcal conjugate. And if I'm saying that word wrong, please excuse me. I'm really bad at pronunciation. And so he gets his shot, he gets on his way, mom gets called in the car, and they tell mom, hey, your son got the wrong meningococcal, so he'll just have to come back in a month and get a new, like the right shot. Like, all, casual, no big deal, no nothing. They didn't have to report it. They didn't have to do any extra paperwork. They didn't have him come back in to check him out. Nope. Mom, you got the wrong shot. We'll do better next time. And so as a nurse, if I made a medication error, I would 100% want somebody to come and sue me and hold me accountable for my medication error. Like, that's not a rude thing to say. Mom was like, oh, I don't care. He got a shot. It's no big deal. Now, had it been an adult, had it been her, she'd probably be losing her ever-loving mind. Had it been an oral medication, I'm sure she would be losing her mind. She'd be so mad at the doctor. Or whoever the provider was, nurse practitioner, PA, I don't know. And I told her, I was like, you need to open up a case against this because something in the system failed and your son can have harm. And she's like, no, it's not that big of a deal. Do better. Like, what are we talking about? I cannot understand how you can go and say, oh yeah, my kid got a shot. It was the wrong shot and I don't care. Especially if you wouldn't react that way. Especially if you would be upset if it happened to you. Especially if, had it not been a vaccine, you would be mad about it. So we're politicizing vaccines and not holding providers accountable in situations where they made a medication error. And was it the provider? Was it the MA? Was it the nurse in the office? We don't know because mom doesn't care. Because she's like, oh, you guys are just talking crazy nonsense about vaccines and it's not that big of a deal. Literally, babe, it's that big of a deal. We can't reverse vaccines and the effects that they have on kids or anybody who gets them once they start. It is that big of a deal.